NBC6 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
I feel like it hasn't really hit me yet. Like, I know once I get to the funeral and stuff, it's gonna really set in.
Yeah, football players and coaches remembering a teenager killed in an accidental shooting, the way they're honoring their teammate.
Miami Commissioner Joe Carroyo is facing yet another legal battle. The new complaint has been filed against him. We're going to tell you all about it coming up.
And let's take you outside this morning, a look at downtown Miami as we're enjoying comfortable temperatures. But another cold front, or cool front, however you want to explain it, is on our way. We have the details coming up in a few moments.
Did you pack that cold front in your carry-on bag and bring it back with you from Texas?
I did. That's exactly what I did. But it's actually way warmer here compared to it was like 10, 20 degrees out there.
Yeah. But you were nice and warm in the airport terminal for 24 hours.
I was freezing, actually,
was it freezing
in the airport
cold?
terminal. I was like, dang it, the one time I didn't bring all my extra gear.
You were one of the people that Julia Bagg likes to interview at the airport.
Yes.
That was you. You became the story.
So I wasn't here yesterday.
Yeah.
I was here in spirit, because I was stuck with that winter weather that hit parts of the country. And now we're going to feel some of it in a few hours.
And it was Spirit who got you home.
Yeah, Spirit.
So it kind of worked out well. Yeah. You were here in spirit and
Spirit got
on
me here.
Spirit. Good morning,
Good
South
point.
Florida. 6:31 is your time. Thanks for spending it here with us on NBC6 Today. I'm Chris Anderson.
I'm Constance Jones. I'm happy to be here with you guys. And Adam Berg is here with us as well to talk about the forecast and those cool temperatures that we're expecting pretty soon.
And Spirit Airlines may remain Spirit Airlines.
Yes.
After that
with the
merger.
merger.
After the merger.
That's
Spirit is staying strong.
So,
so this cold front is a wimpy one, right? So if you're looking for something that's going to shock you, not this one, but maybe the next one, Friday into Saturday.
Okay.
That one could rival some of the coolest air of the year. Yeah, how many? I'm losing track. I'm going to have to go back to the office and count how many cold fronts
we've had a few.
We've had a lot. This has been a very dramatic winter. One of my buddies that recently moved down here from Philly is like, man, what is this all about? What happened to our nice South Florida winter? It's hot, it's cold, it's windy, it's wet, it's everything, right? So we're not wet anymore. This first front that we're tracking, first of two over the next several days, has already pushed south, and that's where the showers are right now. First alert Doppler 6000 is going to get a little bit of a break today. Not tracking any rain here. We are tracking the winds, though. They've already shifted to the northwest, 10 to 15, even gusting 20 plus in some spots. So that is bringing cooler air in. We'll only get so cool, though, because sunrise is going to be happening in less than an hour, and that'll kind of put a little bit of a kibosh on how much colder we get. But we've already made it into the 60s for most areas, 72 in Homestead. I think we could lose another few degrees before we start going the other way temperature-wise. All right, there's that front working south. Some lingering cloud. We'll see some sunshine as well. You see those blue lines, though? They stay out of the north and then shift to the northeast, and this is, again, why we only warm up so much. So 60s for the kiddos early, and then pushing into the low 70s. Again, don't have to worry about the wet weather gear today. Outside of a quick-moving shower, that is it. Comfortable, though, high of 72. Much more on that next front, plus a look at your crazy travel weather forecast. It is cold in a lot of places. All of that coming up here in about 10 minutes.
Joe is going to be truly missed, and I hate what happened to him, and then my heart goes out to the parents and to our teammates.
Yeah, this morning, a local football team is waking up with heavy hearts after losing one of their own.
NBC6's Julia Bagg has been following the story for us this morning. She is live with more on how they're not only remembering their teammate, but also their friend.
On the practice field last night, the Liberty City Warriors paid tribute to number 14, George Harris Jr.
I feel real hurt, like George meant a lot to me.
At first, I really didn't even believe it was true. It was just so unexpected. I feel like it hasn't really hit me yet, but I know once I get to the funeral and stuff, it's gonna really set in.
Teammates remembering 13-year-old George Harris Jr., who police say was shot to death last Saturday in a Miami Gardens home on Northwest 207th Street. Investigators say George was playing video games in a bedroom with other teens when some of the kids started playing with a gun. The gun went off and a bullet struck George in the back of the head. His coach shared a plea for the community.
We just asking the neighborhood, the kids in the neighborhood to put the guns down. Stop playing with these guns, love on each other, protect each other. We need the village back.
Coaches and teammates plan to gather here this evening for a vigil in George's memory. Police tell us an adult was inside the home when George was shot on Saturday. So far, officers have not made any arrests. I'm Julia Bagg for NBC6 News.
Hair time now 6:35. We have new details about a shooting that happened at a Miami-Dade high school that has a teenager now fighting for his life this morning. Police now saying that the 14-year-old was shot in the head, allegedly by a 15-year-old boy who detectives also say confessed to the crime. We're not naming that teenage suspect because of his age, but police say he turned himself in and admitted to the shooting. The violence happened last Thursday after a basketball game at Miami Northwestern Senior High School. Police say when the game ended, the teenagers got into an argument that escalated to a fight that was captured on the cell phone video. The suspect is then accused of shooting the 14-year-old, allegedly hitting him 5 times. Police say that a handgun with a 30-round magazine was recovered at the scene. Activists and parents now calling for the school district to step up security.
I truly believe that metal detectors are much needed at this point.
These students feel emboldened. There are no consequences or accountability.
Well, the 15-year-old suspect is now facing 6 charges, including attempted murder and battery. Meantime, the victim remains in the hospital in critical condition.
Now to an apartment that went up in flames. This was last night right outside of Bay Harbor condominiums, where rescue crews were working to try and put that fire out. Video shared with us from Olean-Dade shows the fire coming out of an apartment window. We did reach out to police to find out if anyone was injured. We'll be sure to update you once we hear back. We do know that the American Red Cross is helping 2 people who are directly impacted by this fire.
You are a liar.
But I'll put it right
You're
back to you.
You're a liar.
You're a small little man.
You're a liar.
We have lies like that.
We have,
All right, do you remember this video from last week? This is embattled Miami City Commissioner Joe Carollo, seen at the commission meeting, nearly brawling with another commissioner. Well, now it seems that Carollo is going to be fighting another fight, this time back in the courtroom. Bill Fuller, the owner of Ball and Chain Restaurant in Little Havana, and Martin Pinella, they filed a complaint on Tuesday. Now, back in June, a jury found Carollo violated both men's First Amendment rights and awarded them more than $63 million. The men argued that Carollo tried to destroy their businesses as political retaliation. Well, they say that Carollo violated the Citizens Bill of Rights under the City of Miami Charter, therefore must immediately forfeit his position in office. That Bill of Rights states that the city should not interfere with the rights of freedom of speech.
So since that is the official public policy of the city and the official law of the city, we thought it appropriate to file this complaint asking a judge to make that declaration.
Well, in response, Carollo sent a statement in Spanish, and we translated in part. It says, "It is evident that they are extremely upset because they have not been able to bring me down while I continue to do my honest role and commitment as a public servant." The courts have already ordered Carollo's assets to be seized and his wages to be garnished. Carollo has maintained his innocence.
Florida's largest teachers union, the United Teachers of Dade, is running the risk of losing its certification. It's because of a new state law that says that public employee unions have to have at least 60% membership of the workforce or they will be decertified. Well, the union is currently sitting at 58%. Members made their way to Tallahassee yesterday to submit what they call show of interest cards. Per the law, the state requires that these show of interest cards are present from at least 30% of possible membership for the union. UTD's president says that they have surpassed that required amount.
and this is just the next step as we show our state government that they are not going to take away workers' rights, that they are not going to disenfranchise educators in Miami-Dade County Public Schools, that we deserve better, and that we are going to earn that respect because we are going to fight back and we're going to win.
Well, she also says Miami-Dade Schools is an A-rated district in spite of what she's calling anti-education policies instituted by the states in recent years, including anti-union laws.
With less than a week to go, the three top GOP presidential candidates are descending on New Hampshire before the state's primary scheduled for next Tuesday. Former President Donald Trump touting his massive Iowa caucus win to supporters in the Granite State. Trump returned to the campaign trail on Tuesday night after spending the morning inside of a New York courtroom. Trump gaining another endorsement from Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Meanwhile, Trump's Republican rivals are making the case that they should be the party's nominee. Governor Ron DeSantis participating in a town hall in New Hampshire, where he took aim against UN Ambassador Nikki Haley.
She does not have the ability to build the type of coalition that you need to win a Republican primary, period, much less take on Donald Trump.
As for Nikki Haley's polls show her within a greater striking distance of Trump in New Hampshire. We can expect to see candidates holding more rallies and events as we get closer to the New Hampshire GOP primary, which is next Tuesday.
6:40 is your time. Coming up, this is a new experience that you're going to have available to you and your children, a sensory room opening up at Amerant Bank Arena. We're going to take you inside and show you the benefits when we come back. Let's swerve over and get a check of the roadways here this morning. Joanna, any issues out there?
Yeah, we're seeing an issue right now on I-95 heading southbound in Broward, right at Sterling Road. That left lane is blocked there due to an accident this morning. As you can see, slow moving traffic that's approaching that accident, having to maneuver and get over to avoid this left lane there. So if you're in the area, you're going to want to avoid the area of I-95 heading southbound at Sterling Road because of that left lane causing some really slow stop and go traffic. So your alternate route there would be either 441 or the Turnpike this morning. As far as Miami is concerned, no major accidents in your area, just your normal hotspots of rush hour congestion. We'll be right back right after.